Hello guys, and welcome to the part 2 of this Let's Play of Star Wars Empire at War, Forces of Corruption with the Awakening of the Rebellion mod. So last time we left off, was doing some defenses, getting those core planets locked down, and so let's see what will happen. Maybe we might get a battle today. So I'm going to defend some more planets over here. Kashyyyk is pretty important, but honestly, it's a land battle map, really. Because you get Wookiees. Oh, enemy fleet coming in Kashyyyk. Fantastic. Oh, and Han Solo has just reached Fresha, and now the point of that mission was to get the X-Wing, which we can now build. Fantastic. The Rebellion itself is its fighters are way better than any other of the faction's fighters, and so the Rebellion is based on hit and run strikes, whereas, like, let's say the Empire, oh boy, it seems we have met a ship. That's not good because I kind of wanted to capture this planet. Looks like I'm gonna have to send a bigger force. But as I was saying before, while this is loading, the Empire and the pirates need large ships and large numbers to attack something, but whereas the Rebellion can get away with something like a bunch of fighters and maybe two small ships. And I am not going to win this, so I am retreating. This is not a fleet to attack with, despite the Rebels' good fighters. So here's a first look at kind of like a little bit of space. You see fighters, a little different formations, much smaller scale than the regular game. And we are retreating, and 3 seconds to retreat for the Rebellion. That's a special ability that the mod gave. So the Rebels can do hit and runs. It's kind of fun. Alright, so we gotta go back to Dagobah, unfortunately. And we're gonna have to take a larger fleet over there. Hold on. I need to pause this real quick. Because I need... oh boy, oh boy. Bastion. And here it is. Here comes the Empire. Oh boy. We have 2 old Venators, 2 Imperial Star Destroyers, versus a space station. I don't know what we're going to do here. I think we're going to have to retreat yet again. Because the Rebellion is good at retreating. That's one thing they're good at the beginning, is retreating. Unfortunately. The beginning is usually like this most of the time. Where you run, let's see. Could I do this?
Our captain has informed me that an Imperial fleet is closing in on us.
I very much doubt I can do this. Kashyyyk is a good land battle map for the Rebellion, like I said, because of the Wookiees, so I think we'll stop them at the land battle. Because we are not losing Kashyyyk, no matter what. So you can see, yeah, just... I have some time here, because Empire's not going to get here. So I could show off a little bit more. You can see, they use some of the regular models, but everything's rescaled. Here's a German sound for selecting the ship. It's a Dreadnought, really nicely done. Like I said, the fighters are much to scale. They're almost to scale with the actual, how it actually would look, whereas Empire at War, everything was off scale. X-Wing was about like a fourth of the size of like a medium ship, which is not real at all. And the space stations the Rebellion uses are much different than the default. They use more like scraps, and they use whatever's available, which is kind of cool because that's what the Rebellion would use. They don't really have a set space station type that they would build, honestly, in my opinion. I could try and take out one ship with this. We'll see. Hold on. if we put these guys way in the back, we might get some combat going. And there's your TIE fighters. They come in like a lot, just like a squadron in one of the movies would. But they're very weak compared to, yeah, look at this. You can see the lasers are much better done, much like they would look in the movies. In my opinion, huge difference. Oh shit, look at all these TIE bombers. I don't really care though. Oh man, yeah, this is not happening. Too much fighters. I lose these fighters anyway, so it doesn't matter. Because they come from the space station. But I lose the space station because it's going to detonate. Just like that. Well, live to fight another day, I guess. Alright. If this will end, I lost the level 2 space station. And now this fleet is going to get interrupted. Fantastic. It's not going well. Really, and they said they're coming in at Bastion. Oh, man. And then this over here. I gotta send... I couldn't even send it. There's no space station either. I'll get 1 X-Wing out of this, 2 A-Wings out of that. Man. Alright, fine. I said last episode they would come in pretty hard. I wasn't lying. Especially with the low numbers I get here. Alright. So, here's a couple other, like, ragtag. These are things the pirates would use, but the rebellion gets them too, because honestly, they would. Z95s, these are pretty bad. As they were in the original game. They're just cannon fodder, really. I have 2 Y-Wings, an X-Wing, 2 A-Wings. A-Wings come from this hero. This hero's a new hero. He gets a, I forget what the ship is called, a, assault carrier, assault cruiser, I don't know. But you get that. And a Nebulon B frigate. Corellian Corvette. Pretty standard fleet. But they have 2 victories, so once again, you really don't want to mess with victories. I don't have... Holy crap. Oh, yes. Whatever, I'll just lose them. I don't feel like spending time. Oh, just a Star Destroyer? Well, hello. Let's get some combat going. Because I need to reinforce Kashyyyk. Honestly, I could win on the land battle, but I might as well take out some Imperial Star Destroyers. Oh man, come on. Oh lord. We have a land invasion. Okay. First glimpse at land invasions in the mod. I'm gonna rearrange some stuff here. These guys can be in the back. Basically what I'm gonna do, since they have orbital bombardments and I don't have a shield generator, I'm just gonna rush their landing zone because they only get one right here on the map right here. And so I'm like scattered around and I'm just gonna charge right in and hope I keep the planet because I need this planet. Just control all. Oh great. This glitch happened. This base, sometimes if it's set here, you spawn them off the map. It spawns some vehicles. But here you get to see some nice tanks that'll never get used, unfortunately. Really cool. T-3Bs. I think these were in another Star Wars game. Cool little things. Alright, get to that. And if all else fails, there's a landing zone here that I will capture and I'll just retreat. Because... Alright. Here we go. The Empire's come in with speeders. And E-Webs. Oh, you can see the Rebellion forces, they mix the Plex soldiers with the regulars. So it's like a ragtag bunch of rebels. Much better than certain stormtroopers. Oh, Jesus. Not looking good at all, really. No, don't let him crunch. Ah, they almost ran over my infantry over there. Alright, we're pushing straight up the middle. I don't even care. Full frontal assault for the rebellion. I'm keeping this planet. Oh, let's check that shit out. Alright. Oh crap, I'm losing stuff. There's no point of losing stuff. So it looks like they're outnumbered and they're retreating. First victory of the day. On a lot of maps, it's better. It's better to rush the enemy. You might lose a couple people, but honestly, you defend the planet, and it's better than trying to stay on defense and get slaughtered. Man, this is just not good at all. And there's nothing I can really reinforce. Well, yes, I kind of can. But we'll... Oh. Okay. Imperial Star Destroyer just fleed. This needs to go here. Ah. Not gonna happen. I can tell you right now it's not gonna happen. So yeah, so this is the beginning part of the rebellion, basically. You get your ass handed to you in the beginning. You have to keep retreating until you finally establish a good defense. Until you get your shit together, really, because the way the opening is set up, the opening units, they give you, you know, they spread out your fleets, and honestly, you can't defend a planet with a little dreadnought versus they're gonna send like an Imperial Star Destroyer. It's just never gonna happen. Here's Kyle Katarn, the unused ship from the original game. The mod put it in. Freaking TIE fighters. And that was the Space Station Level 1, which only has 4 turbo lasers for the Rebellion. It's really bad. But that's just how it goes. Our first major assault. I'm hoping we can get a... I hope we don't scare him off and we get a couple of kills. Because we need a couple of kills. There is Home 1. Rescaled, redone, how it should be. And it just spawns fighters. The thing about this mod is it allows the Rebellion to spawn fighters out of their ships with hangars. Whereas the original game, that was not even possible. No ships for the Rebellion in the original game spawn fighters, which is honestly bullshit. So this mod allows that, and it makes it a little bit more fun because you don't have to build every single X-wing, Y-wing, A-wing. Kind of more realistic. I'm talking about realism in a Star Wars game. So we're rushing these dreadnoughts as fast as we can, but they're probably going to retreat, or not, or they come straight on and they want to get slaughtered. You can see fighters, Rebellion fighters, mop up everything. There is no remorse. Alright, so he took a couple of patrol ships out. Bayonet cruisers. Really, really bad at what they do. But, you know, the Empire doesn't care because they just mass everything and send it at you. And eventually it becomes overwhelming, even as bad as the ships are. You know, if you send in, like, a bunch of Star Destroyers and then, like, ships supporting it, you don't know who to target, and it just becomes overwhelming. Here we go. Here comes the first actual, real, space battle, ship versus ships. It begins now. Alright. So, as you can see, I outnumber them pretty easily. This ship... Oh, this is a cool little ship, but I can't use it. It has a tractor beam for the Rebellion. Bulk cruiser, I think. It's a really old ship. It does wonders, though. We have to take out some engines
Hit the engines.
so that they don't escape. Yep,
I am with you.
they are not going anywhere. If their engines are disabled, even if they try and retreat, they can't retreat with that ship. So these two ships are already lost, no matter what. I don't even have to risk any fighters. Really nice. Our first victory. Even though we lost the space station originally. And now I'm going to send some more ships. I need at least turbo lasers. And they have Shola. I have 2 dreadnoughts here. Not enough at all. Once again. This keeps getting blocked.
Approaching.
They're coming in at Kashyyyk.
Construction complete.
Let us. Alright.
Tactical battle.
Ah, man. Always getting interrupted. I would like to see this happen. We're probably going to lose this planet. Which sucks, but it's inevitable. Alright. So we are going...
Awaiting.
Once again, we're going to charge.
Copy. Heading out.
The enemy is landing their forces as we speak.
I actually might have to split this
Stave off their attack.
video into 2 parts. So it might be part 2 and 3.
I copy. Reporting. Yes, sir.
So if it does, I'll split it right here.
We've secured
And we'll
all
just
zones.
start in the middle of this battle.